Hey friends, welcome back to our channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Angie and I enjoy sharing different projects we have going on around our home. This is Annabelle. She is my trusty sidekick and she is going to be tagging along with us for most of this video because we're going to be outside working on one of our favorite outdoor spaces to get it ready for spring. This is our screen porch area and it's one of our favorite places to gather at the end of the day. And as you can see, it is covered in pollen. My husband says that we had a bumper crop this year and we have pollen covering every square inch of everything outside. I am using everything that we already have. Our patio furniture is only about 2 years old and it's held up great. It just needs to be cleaned really well. And I'm going to use the same rug, same thing, it's held up really well. And for this space, I'm just going to buy a few flowers and maybe a new watering can. So let's get busy and clean this space up. When I cleaned off the table surface, you can really tell how thick the pollen is. And so it's a lot of work, but it cleans up pretty easily. So first thing I'm going to do is take down this hydrangea wreath that I made in the fall, and some of the flowers have mildewed, so I'm just going to get rid of that and then just leave this tobacco basket bare. And then this rug that I bought from Amazon last year has held up extremely well, and one of the things that I love about it is it's washable. So I'll just get the big stuff off and then wash it and then just put it back in place. Annabelle loves a rug, so she's going to stay in place while I sweep around her, which is a common sight around here. And then our doormats, I'm just using the same ones I have, and hopefully they'll last me for a couple more seasons because they seem to be in pretty good shape. The next thing I'm going to clean is the ceiling fan. It had gotten really dirty, and so I'm just going to wipe it down really well and give it a good cleaning. But we love the ceiling fan on the porch. When it gets really hot here in South Carolina, we'll turn it on and it will run non-stop. And it's so relaxing to sit out here and have the breeze from the fan and listen to the birds and just have a really restful afternoon enjoying the space. So anytime I clean up a space, I start at the top and I work my way down, and this way all of the dust and dirt just falls to the floor, and then you can sweep or vacuum everything up. So that's what I'm doing on this porch, and I'm just cleaning up some of the pollen that's just stuck in the different places, and then we'll come in and clean the rest of it off. But I've just got a rag with a little bit of Dawn dish soap and vinegar, and I'm cleaning out those little nooks and crannies where that pollen likes to get and stick in those spaces. And then after all that is done, my husband comes in with the blower and he blows all of that pollen and dust out of the porch. You could also just get the hose and just hose it down, which is what I do on our deck and our patio. But it takes so long for this area to dry that I wanted to try something different. So I've already cleaned all the furniture off the porch. I've cleaned it and scrubbed it really well. So now I'm going to move everything back onto the porch. I can't say enough about this Walmart furniture that we got about 2 years ago. We have enjoyed this set so much, and the black and white stripes are so fun. You can add any pop of color to it to liven it up, or you can just focus on the black and white stripes like I have on this porch. But we've moved this from the patio to the deck and then on our screen porch, and we just love it so much. It also has a table that goes with it, but I use that elsewhere in the yard since it holds up well in the elements. This is my $3 yard sale table that I love in this spot, that it contrasts well with this black. This is our croquet set that we have so much fun with. We love this, and I picked that up at an antique store for my husband's birthday. And then the rug is clean and dry, and so I'm just going to add it back in place. I love the small black and white stripes with the wide black and white stripes on the patio furniture. I just think this is so much fun, and it just adds that little element of surprise with the stripes. Next, it's time to clean this window, and I'm using my Norwex cloth. I've shared them on here before, but what you do is you just wet the first cloth, and all you do is you use water, no cleaner required. And then you wipe down your glass, and then you come back with the second cloth and just wipe all that down really well. There are no streaks left. It just leaves a perfectly clean glass. And then I'm going to use this green wreath that I got at Home Goods a couple years ago, and a wreath sash that my sister bought me. I just love the pop of green with the black and white stripes, and then this simple white wreath sash that I add to the front of it. And for those of you that are interested in anything that I use in this video, I've linked what I can in the description box below, so check that out if you're interested in any of these products that I use in the video. So now we need to decorate this spot right off of the back door, and we need some color here, and I'm also going to decorate this mug rack with some color just to liven this little spot up. I've added different things here in the past, but I want to keep it simple but with a pop of color. So let's get ready and go to Lowe's, and we're going to go to the garden center and check out to see what's available for the shade. They had so many beautiful options, but I think that I have a fern in mind because I already have that one fern in the screen porch, and it does so well in there, and I love the fullness of it. I love the color of it, and they're really easy to take care of. So I grabbed one of these Boston ferns. We're going to take it home and decorate this space. This was my grandmother's plant stand, and I found it out in our building, but it needs a little bit of love. So I found this spray paint in my stash, and so I'm just going to give it a quick spray just to make it look new and to work in our screen porch area. My best tip when spray painting is to do a light coat, and this way you can avoid drips and your paint job will look a whole lot better. It may take a little longer, but you'll be happier in the long run when you don't have all the drips to fix. Staying with the theme of using what I have, this garden pot was left here by the previous owners. It's a terracotta pot that I aged, and I did a whole video on that I'll link below for you. But just looking at it, I really like the terracotta, the green, and the black and white stripes. So I'm going to add more terracotta to the space just so I can get that look. But I love the bright green against the black and the terracotta. I think it looks so pretty here with that pop of color. So now we're going to take all the tags off, and this was a hanging basket, and so all you do is just take that little hanger and take your clippers and just clip that off. I leave it in the same pot and just water it. Take it out in the rain when it rains, or take it out of that terracotta pot to water it, and it works out just great. Next, we're going to decorate this mug rack, and I have a collection of old terracotta pots that I pick up when I'm thrifting, and I'm just going to add them to this mug rack to just add a little bit more of the terracotta color and just make this mug rack pop a little bit more. And I think this looks so pretty with the pots displayed on this rack. Okay, so y'all remember me telling y'all that I needed a new watering can for this space? After I got the mug rack all decorated, I found this beautiful green watering can, and I knew I needed it for this space and for the new fern. So I took down a terracotta pot and added it to the mug rack, and I love how it looks. Then I ran to Goodwill, not really searching for anything, and I found the cutest elephant planter. I brought it home. I wanted it to have a terracotta look, so I painted it really quick, added some impatiens, and added it to our table. I also added another thrifted terracotta pot that I found a couple years ago. I just added a fern to it and put it on top of this thrifted saucer. And this checkerboard that I found thrifting a few months ago, I always keep it out here on the porch for a quick game of checkers. And I put the pieces in this little box that I also found thrifting. And then I added some coasters so that it would hold our drinks when we're out here together on the porch. Well, friends, that about wraps up this video. I hope that you were inspired to decorate your outdoor spaces and get them all ready for the spring and summer season. As always, thank you for spending a portion of your day here with us on our channel. It means so much to us. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps out our channel so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you would like to see more, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and our blog, Our Contented Home. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.